Magic Mountain is a cooperative game from 2 to 6 players. Playtime is pretty quick. They say about 15 minutes. Magic Mountain is a simple game, but is not always easy. This game comes with its own backstory to give you context of what you're doing in this game. It's not necessary, but it does add to the feel of the game. The goal is to get your 6 students down to bottom of the board before 3 out of the 4 witches get down there. It's a simple game, but yet it's quite fun. So the game has different difficulties. I recommend playing it where you have to get all 6 of your students down. I don't think that's very easy or plausible to get without getting any witches down there. So playing it to the difficulty where you need to get all your students down there, I think is the most fun. Of course, the harder the difficulty, the harder it actually wins, especially if you're constantly moving the witches to the end. Setup is quite simple. It's kind of like a 3-dimensional board. It's got tracks for the marbles to go down. It's got these plastic students, which are in blue, and then the witches, which are in black. Setup is quite simple. Just put the 4 supports up, and then the gold tile, whichever one you choose, will go at the bottom. You randomly choose a marble, and you send it down one of these paths. 6 of your students start at the top of the board, so when you put the marble down one of those paths, it's automatically going to hit one of these students. Whoever card marble is will indicate where you put the witch or the student when it gets hit. So if you take a marble and you hit the student, for example, at the beginning of the game, it'll go to whatever matching color of that marble the student will land on next. So if all the other ones of that color are taken, you're going to go down the line until eventually you get to the point of the colored that matches it. The marbles you send down in a car will of wisps, and they are what help guide the students and the witches through the forest to the wizard. Also, it's very important to move your pieces very quickly because sometimes the same marble can hit your same piece further down the board, so move it as fast as you can to get to that next will-o-wisp of that same color. So sometimes you'll luck out and it'll hit only students. Sometimes you'll be unfortunate and only hit witches. Other times you might just send a marble down and it'll just completely miss everything. Every time you send a will-o-wisp down through the forest, when it reaches the bottom, you leave it at the bottom until you get all 5 will-o-wisps at the bottom. Then you put them back into the bag and start the whole process over again, and randomly choosing one and sending it down the path. You got to move one of the witches of your choice 1 space further down the board every time a will-o-wisp doesn't hit either the student or the witch on its way to the wizard, which is a way to keep the game moving along and increases your chance of losing. Now, there are plenty of times if you don't follow this rule that the game will seem like it'll never come to an end because it's hitting neither one of them, because the marbles seem like they have the mind of their own. So this is a fail-safe way to keep the game moving along. If you wanted to make it easier, you could play without it. It kind of sucks if the marbles keep going on the same path that you're just never going to be able to beat the witches to the wizard because of that bad luck you have. This is a challenging game because you don't always know where it's going to go. You think it's going to go one way and it goes another. Your surface, if it's not level, can also affect the game. This is a cooperative game. I say if you really wanted to, you could probably play it by itself because of that. Or it's a lot more fun the more people you have. And it's a nice, simple game. Fun for the whole family. Great colors, great design. Beautiful and simple art. Different challenge levels, again, depending on how you want to do it. There's also a variant of team witch versus students. In that game, you'll actually play with 2 teams. One team takes the role of the witches, the other team takes the students. Team witch has a small head start of 1 space, so the team student goes first. If those will-o-wisps don't hit any of the students or witches on the way down, move the opponent's piece 1 space forward. The team that moves 3 out of their 4 figures on the goal space wins the game. It's a nice, cute, simple game, and I got it for a decent price, brand new. So I think if you like, you can check it out. There is definitely some challenge to it. You can play multiple rounds or games in a row. Just something fun to play around the spooky season of Halloween, or you can play it any time of the year. It's a great game. Thanks for checking out our video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And this cute little game won't disappoint you if you want to give it a shot. Thank you. Have a happy Halloween. And here we love to play a lot of games. We love to get more up. So please let us know if you'd like to see more of these. If you do, we have more than enough games to continue making videos like these if you like. Thank you.